Hey everybody, Eufy is a tech company that originally produced smart robotic vacuums, but these days it's become a standout and basically a standout leader in connected smart home products. Eufy has an expansive array of home security and security camera offerings, and they recently reached out to us at Concord Carpenter and asked us to review their newest camera, the Eufy 4G LTE Cam S330. It has become quite common for homeowners to install security cameras, right? Around their house, even integrated into their doorbells. Home security cameras or systems are a great way to remotely monitor your home, keep an eye on your children, your pets, or even interact with a delivery person when you're unable to be home. Connecting to a secure home Wi-Fi connection, these cameras can either record locally on a camera to a secure, say, in-home server, or upload it to the cloud for remote access. Most cameras require some form of hardwired connection for power, although battery-powered options are becoming a little bit more prevalent as the technology improves. The Eufy S330 is the newest offering on their home security lineup. This camera aims to be a jack of all trades with its triple power source flexibility and dual data connectivity. Let's talk a little bit about how the setup and installation was. Setting up the Eufy 4G LTE Cam was pretty straightforward. It comes with all the necessary mounts and hardware for installation, but perhaps the most convenient piece included in the kit was a prepaid SIM card with 100 megabytes trial to get the cellular data up and running. And we'll talk more on that a little bit later, but you'll need a screwdriver for mounting, but most importantly, a USB-A port for initial charging and a smartphone to set up the app for the Eufy app. This was our first experience with Eufy products, so we installed the Eufy security app on our phone. We set up an account and followed the on-screen prompts to get the device going. Connecting the device was straightforward. We elected to initially connect the camera to our Wi-Fi network first. All right, let's talk about the Forever Power, what they call Forever Power. The S330 is a battery-powered camera at its core. When fully charged, the camera can expect an approximate 1 month of runtime, of endurance. The kit includes a 4.5 watt solar panel that can continuously top off the battery with as little as just 2 hours of sunlight per day. The solar panel is connected via a USB-C port cable that has a flared rubber fitting to protect the port from the weather, from rain and the elements. The solar panel has a separate mount that can be located around the corner or above a ledge or something to give you kind of optimal line of sight for solar charging. During our last testing, which took about a week, the battery levels never dipped below 95%. The camera was set to optimal surveillance settings that prioritize longer video recordings, thus higher power drain, because we wanted to test that. Moving on to connectivity, if the camera is going to be mounted where an existing Wi-Fi network is established, the camera can be connected to the network through few simple steps. Real easy, and you all do it through the app. Once completed, the camera can be viewed through the app interface. Additionally, settings like a default pan, tilt, video quality, audio recording can be managed from there as well. If the camera is to be mounted far away from the stable Wi-Fi connection, the camera can then be connected through a cellular network. The camera kit comes with multi-network SIM card and will automatically connect to the most stable cellular network available, AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, stuff like that. The SIM card can be inserted into the back of the camera, easy, and once the SIM card is activated through the separate app, the camera can be connected to your Eufy account. Now, we had a little bit of trouble getting the camera to switch from Wi-Fi to cellular directly. Each time we needed to change the connectivity type, we had to basically remove the camera from our account and start from scratch, from setup again, but we got it. Once connected to the cellular network, the camera can be controlled the same way it can be done through your Wi-Fi connection with the app. Data consumption on the SIM card can be directly monitored through the app as well, through your account. Now, depending on the strength of your cellular connection, it may take some time to connect the camera to get that line view. We had limited cell service in our testing area and had intermittent issues connecting as compared to, say, our rock-solid Wi-Fi connections. Let's move on to video quality. That's important when you have a security camera. The Eufy 4G LTE Cam is capable of 4K recording in color day or night. Night mode viewing can be either in black or white, or you can use their onboard IR in color. Basically, you get a 100 lumen spotlight, which is kind of pretty cool. For some comparison purposes, we mounted our Eufy next to a Google Nest Cam, and we compared the two. And we looked at images both day and night. It was kind of interesting to see the two side by side. As far as video recording, how and where recordings from a security camera end up is an important issue for folks, and you need to think about that when you invest in a security camera. Traditional security cameras, they're used to only record locally, maybe to tapes, discs, drive system locally. Now, with a networked camera system, video footage can be stored entirely on the cloud, on remote servers with no data stored locally, which can be nice. Each of these storage mechanisms have their pluses and minuses depending on your needs. Some people are more comfortable with video storage being hosted on servers, and they would prefer, or some others might prefer to control it locally. So Eufy has built-in security systems around a flexible architecture that gives the end user granular control over their data, which is nice. The 4G LTE Cam comes with a 32 gigabyte micro SD card that can store video recordings directly located in the camera itself, which is great. The most basic level of storage keeps encrypted video clips stored on the local storage and can be viewed when connected to your app. Recordings can then be downloaded to your phone album. It's that simple. An optimal cloud-based storage service can be purchased through Eufy and backed up to your video recordings as well. Some of its competitors do require a subscription service. I know Nest does. Eufy does not. A third option that Eufy recommends is to employ their Eufy home-based server. The home base is essentially a Wi-Fi router that uses additional Wi-Fi network to connect to your cameras. Hard drives in that home base store all your recording locally. Additional AI features are also available with Homebase. Users that allow things like facial recognition to minimize false alarms. We were not given the Homebase to evaluate, so we don't have any data to give you or feedback to give you on these features. We mentioned earlier that the cam is battery powered to its core, right? So along with its competitors, typically they employ an event-based clip recording on battery cameras. The cameras are always on and monitoring, but they don't record or upload recording until a motion detection algorithm triggers that recording. This methodology is to save power, right? Because it's a battery camera, so they save the battery. And it lasts significantly longer than, say, running 24/7 recording. Unfortunately, it means that the camera doesn't always recognize an event and a recording might not be saved. You miss things. The 4G LTE Cam defaults to recording 10-second clips when humans are detected in the video frame. Additionally, though, settings can enable recordings to be lengthened to 60 seconds maximum and triggered by recognized vehicles, as well as any motion detected, which is a nice feature. Each event triggered can send a notification via the app with the thumbnail. 24/7 continuous recording is still reserved for different models that are plugged into an outlet. With the inclusion of the solar panel allowing for constant charging, we would actually love to see Eufy offer that 24/7 recording. Why not? The real strengths of the Eufy 4G LTE camera are its forever power, its dual data connectivity, and its 360 degrees viewing that allow it to be mounted virtually anywhere. Onboard AI will even pan the camera around to track people and keep up with them in the frame. It's a little weird to look at first, but it is a cool feature. Security cameras are a passive form of security, but this camera also includes an alarm feature that will sound an alarm and turn on a spotlight if triggered. These optional security settings are all controlled through your app. We found the Eufy 4G LTE Cam to be easy to set up, and the flexibility of remote mounting really, truly impressed us. This camera, we think it's a win, especially with the forever power, And you can find it at eufy.com. It's currently priced at $249.99. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. It was fun reviewing this camera. We'll probably review some other cameras sometime soon. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. Please consider subscribing and click that notification bell right there. We'll see you at the next review. Take care.